All right, I want to keep folks waiting so we can go ahead and get started. The date is April 4th, 2022, and the time now is 6:31. This is the public speak out portion of the Springfield City Council's regular meeting. I will remind people that at or before 6:30 we'll end public speak out. Actually, the time will be 7 o'clock, and councilors will enter the regular meeting schedule for 7 p.m. Everyone this evening will have up to 3 minutes to speak, and I would just ask that those individuals who are signed up through the City Council office, just please state your name and address for the record before starting. All right, so I will just follow my list here, and the first speaker we have is Miss Donna Lapierre.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Donna Lapierre. I'm from Southampton, Massachusetts. I'm a paraeducator at Forest Park Middle School. I work in the life skills program. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me as a para. It's a Monday morning at Forest Park Middle School in room 109. I get settled in and I shortly after walk out to greet the students at the buses. I walk them to our classroom, help them put their coats and backpacks away to get them settled. I hand out breakfast and help them open their milk and anything else they need help opening. I clean up the breakfast mess and start the bathroom process for those that are diapered. Once I'm done changing the students that needed to be changed, we get ready for math and ELA, and I support them one-to-one in their learning. After academics, we go to PE for 45 minutes where I always play with them. We walk back to class, help wash their hands, and give them a snack. After they're done with their snack, I clean up and get them ready for the teacher to read aloud to them. While the teacher is reading to them, I sit with them and keep them focused. Now it's time for lunch and time to wash hands again. I pass out all the lunches and help them open them. When lunch is finished, I help the students clean up and bring the students that need to be changed to the bathroom. I get the students set up for iReady for the last part of their day. Now it's time to get the students ready to go home. I help them get their coats, backpacks, and anything else that needs to go home for the day. I walk them through the buses and off they go. That is what an ideal Monday would be like at Forest Park Middle School in room 109. But as we all know, the day never goes that smoothly. We deal with a roller coaster of social, emotional needs. We deal with meltdowns, arguing, disrespect. We have students that are all on all different levels, and we try very hard to meet all their needs, tailoring our approach to each student. I truly, truly love my job. Most of the paras have days like mine, and we come to work because we care about our students. We love our students. Thank you, City Council, for introducing the resolution to recognize paras and the Fair Share Amendment. The Fair Share Amendment is a proposal to amend the Massachusetts Constitution, creating an additional tax of 4 percentage points on the portion of a person's annual income above 1 million. The new revenue, approximately $2 billion a year, would be spent on quality public education and affordable public colleges and universities, and for the repair and maintenance of roads, bridges, and public transportation. As I am committed to quality and public education in Springfield, I am respectfully requesting that the City Council affirm the resolution to support the Fair Share Amendment. I also want to remind you that Wednesday is Paraeducator Day, and thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Ms. Lapierre, and I think I will, on behalf of my colleagues, in saying thank you for all the work you do as a paraprofessional in our public schools. It's much appreciated. I also just want to, for our guests on the call, we're joined by Counselor Walsh, we're joined by Counselor Govan, Counselor Letterman, Counselor Whitfield, Counselor Hurst, Counselor Allen, and Counselor Perez. Counselor Walsh, do you have you're the Counselor Walsh?
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Donna. You do things I think that a lot of people could not do, and having spent time in the classroom, I don't know what teachers would do without paras. But I'm curious to know, how many students are in your classroom?
In my life skills room, there's 12. We're only allowed to have, we have to cap it at 12.
12. And are you the only para?
I am the only para in my room, yes.
So that's usually the ratio, 12-1?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you for what you do, and I will definitely be supporting the amendment.
Thank you very much.
All right. Next, I see Counselor Whitfield, and then we'll move on to our next speaker.
Donna, I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you do with these youth and children. I wouldn't want it. I love kids, but I wouldn't want to be an educator or a para because it takes a special skill set to be able to handle it that I just don't think that I have. I have a hard time dealing with a lot of the adults I have to deal with. So I just wanted to say thank you for and every para or educator on here for all that you do for our youth in this great city.
Oh, thank you very much. I truly, truly do love my job. I've been doing it for over 20 years and I love the life skills program. And this is the only job I want. I want to retire doing this. So thank you.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Ms. Kindle Cummings. Is there Ms. Kindle Cummings on the call? All right, seeing that she has not joined us, I will move to Ms. Ruth Morehouse. Ruth, are you with us?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure if you can see me, but my computer is, I'm actually out of town. I'm in Ohio with a family issue, so I'm here. So I just want to say hi to everybody and thank you, Council President Marcus Williams, for all that you do and the City Council. So my name is Ruth Morehouse. I'm been a para for 17 years in the city of Springfield. I work with elementary children. I live in Springfield for 38 years. I have a great husband, 2 wonderful daughters my husband and I have raised. I'm here to speak and thank Justin Hurst and all the other city councilors who have voted and wrote the resolution for us paraprofessionals to support the pay raise. We really do appreciate it. It's been a lot going on out there for us and trying to get a living wage. Paraprofessionals, we know we all work hard together, and we've been working hard for a while to settle this contract. On this week is Paraprofessionals Day 2, April 6th, I think, Paraprofessionals Day, and we're all wonderful paraprofessionals. But this day is a day where I'm sorry, I get so emotional trying to do this and talk about it because it's just disheartening sometimes because we work very, very hard. We hear the children cry and wipe their tears. We listen, we tie their shoes, we give them masks, we give them hugs, and they give us hugs. We smile because they make us smile. So we do work hard every day out there. I've been 17 years doing this and I'm with Donna. I will retire doing this. I'm not sure how much, a while longer. We have great teachers. We have a great principal at our school at Mary Walsh. And I do love my job also. So I've worked in preschool with preschoolers, kindergarten, every grade level in elementary. And it's so rewarding. And again, we do thank you and stuff. We're here to resolve our contract and when we've been working on it and trying to resolve it for a couple of years now, despite our best effort. It's been tough, but the school committee has been working with us and the city council is now supporting us with this resolution. So, we feel we shaped their lives. We've shaped children's lives. We've been negotiating for a while and I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to keep it at that. I'm going to keep it positive because I do try to stay positive, even though there's a lot going on with our contract and the school committee. But you city councilman, we want to thank you all. Justin Hurst again did the resolution, I guess, and others voted on it. So I want to thank everybody. And we know you don't decide on the school committee budget, but maybe you could talk to some of your coworkers and speak to them, maybe give them a little nudge. And I want to thank you all for your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Morehouse. And I would also apply that same comment that I made to Ms. Lapierre to you as well. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you all.
I know we missed Ms. Kindle coming. I'm not sure if she joined us. Is Kindle Cummings? No. All right. I see some other folks on the call. I was only alerted of 3 individuals, but Ms. Tracy Little, did you sign up with our office? I want to, okay.
Yes, I did. You want me to go
Okay.
now?
Please, yes.
Hi. Good afternoon. My name is Tracy Little Sassanecki, and I am the president of the Springfield Education Association here in Springfield. I also sit on the board of directors for the Massachusetts Teachers Association. I'm speaking tonight to express our strong support for the resolution endorsing the Fair Share Amendment. I worked in Springfield Public Schools for over 26 years. Before becoming a president, as I stated, I worked as a professional school counselor. I am constantly inspired by your incredible students and all the incredible staff who have gone above and beyond to make our school system function. It's clear, though, that to address longstanding inequities in the Springfield public school systems, that we need a new investment. Springfield Public Schools are facing a retention crisis, and many of our most experienced and qualified educators, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, and substitutes are leaving the district. Our paras are continuing to fight for a living wage after years of going above and beyond for our students. After years of navigating the COVID-19 pandemic, Springfield students need access to social emotional support, smaller classrooms, tutoring, and well-rounded curriculum that engages all kinds of students. Many of our buildings are old and in need of repairs. Passing the Fair Share Amendment will bring an estimate of $1.1 to $2 billion in new annual revenues to our schools, public transportation, and educational system. Its passage is also necessary to ensure that the state has a revenue to fully fund the Student Opportunity Act, which will bring an estimate $180 million a year in new funding to Springfield Public Schools by 2027. It will provide badly needed funding to get our pre-K to 12 public schools back on track, give educators and students the resources they need to move forward. All this without making working class families pay a penny more. The Fair Share Amendment would only raise taxes on the wealthiest, 0.6% of Massachusetts households. Those who have more than $1 million of taxable income in a single year, they can clearly afford to pay a little more, just 4 cents a dollar on their income above $1 million in a single year to make the investments we need to deliver broadly shared prosperity. I strongly urge you to vote yes on today's resolution endorsing the Fair Share Amendment. Springfield students, educators, workers, and communities need this investment. I also want to express my support for the resolution endorsing a fair contract and living wage for our Springfield paraprofessionals. Thank you for your time and attention in this matter.
All right, thank you, Ms. Tracy, for joining us this evening and sharing your perspective on both of those issues. We've been joined by Councilors Brown and Davila as well. I'll pass it to Ms. Jacqueline Velez at this time. If you signed up to join us, yes.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. My name is Jacqueline Velez. I am an organizer with Massachusetts Jobs with Justice, but I'm a mother of two and a Ward 2 resident in Springfield. I'm here to ask to talk about the Fair Share Amendment. The Fair Share Amendment would improve transportation and public education systems without asking families without the means to pay more, but it would create an additional tax of 4% on only income above $1 million in Massachusetts. It would generate $1 billion or more annually and go to public education and affordable public college and universities, repair and maintenance of our roads, bridges, and public transportation. In our community, this could go to so many things. For example, fixing a school like Helena, under a highway and train tracks, paying paraprofessionals a living wage. They supported our teachers and our kids when our kids were doing remote schooling and with their transition back into the school buildings, yet many of them are juggling 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet. College could be a lot more affordable for my daughter, who recently made it to the National Honor Society and wants to pursue a 4-year degree. As a single mom, you can imagine how hard that is. There's so much more that we can do with that revenue, but now more than ever, as we recover from the pandemic, which we haven't seen the full scope of its impact, these are issues that can be taken care of with this money, right? In addition to other funding streams that are coming into the city and the state. But 4% is just 4 cents a dollar on every dollar above $1 million. It's only right they pay their fair share as well. If we don't take this opportunity now, it will be costlier in the long run. So I'm just asking that you vote to endorse the Fair Share Amendment resolution. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Velez, for joining us this evening as well. All right, I'm going to thank all of our guests for sharing your testimony this evening during our public speak out. Councilor Govan, I'll give you the last word and we will dismiss.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I just want to thank all the paras and Tracy. I raised my hand when Tracy was speaking because, you know, I like Tracy, Councilor Whitfield said, you know, being in the school system, I think being an educator and working with our children, I think is the most important job. And I don't know if I can do it. It takes a special person. I always say that, you know, our teachers, our school staff should get paid what professional athletes get paid, and they can get paid what y'all get paid. Because it's only fair. They're playing a game and you guys are basically building our future. I truly believe that, so I will truly support any thing that will help the paras, our teachers, our schools. You know, we pride ourselves in the state to be a very educationally focused state. However, our cities and our, you know, public schools are suffering, you know, like has been said, our schools are falling apart. We're not investing in them. And because of that, charter schools come in and basically take over. You know, I always say that if our public schools were good enough, we wouldn't need charter schools. I think that that's what our goal should be, to make our public schools good enough so that charter schools aren't going to be able to come in and just take over. So I fully support the Fair Share Amendment, as well as the para contract that needs to be signed and delivered immediately. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Mr. Council President.
Thank you, councilors, and thank you, guests, for joining again. And councilors will rejoin at 7 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you.